Okay. Well, one thing I would love to debunk is that, it's like as it comes to queer health, is that queer folks are inherently more likely to get STIs. That like there's something about being queer that makes you participate in risky, sexy behaviors. Like that
Mhm.
there's something about you and your identity that puts you at risk when I think that is just simply inaccurate. First of all, queer folks have really high health seeking behaviors. So we see more testing and more uptake in healthy behaviors from queer folks that come from lessons, usually like based in the 80s regarding the HIV AIDS crisis.
Mhm.
That is something that our community has taken from and learned from history and applied. So we catch more cases in those populations because they are purposely testing, which is the thing that we want, which is
Right.
great. So I think, yeah, I would love to shout that down. I am a very core believer in educating around sex as far as behavior rather than identity. So no matter what, if you're having unprotected anal sex, no matter who you are, that's going to be a higher risk activity simply because of physiology and the way that bacterium like to travel and the way that our tissues are sensitive in different areas. So no matter who you are, that's going to be um, a risk. But it seems like, oh, we'll only talk about the risk of anal sex with gay men, which is like that is just not the reality of who is having unprotected anal sex in this community.
Mhm.
Yeah. As far as vaccines, oh, we've gotten a couple of phone calls of folks who think that like HPV was created in a lab and like released by the military upon our world. Like we got some like pretty
Mhm.
interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Um, Generally speaking, by the time folks get to us, they're like usually into the idea of immunization. We don't have to fight folks too hard. I think one thing would be is that there's like a time in your life in which it's too late. Like I'm already this amount of age, so there's no point of me getting my Twinrix vaccine now because I'm already this far. Same with HPV, which like comes with some background knowledge, but in reality, it's like really never too late. You don't know what you've truly been exposed to, especially when it comes to HPV strains. Um, so, there's no better time than now, as long as there's evidential support that it would be helpful to you to be vaccinated.